Do you know what your biases or money misconceptions are? Well, I can tell you that people have many money misconceptions, and we're going to talk about 4 of the most dangerous ones that I hear in today's financial freedom video, so stay locked in. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, certified financial planner and president and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea Graves, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. And we want to thank you for tuning in to our Retirement Education Concepts videos. These videos were created to help to make the difficult and confusing retirement process simple.
Absolutely, because with so many retirement concepts out there, so many retirement strategies, and of course with so many retirement products, it can become very difficult for consumers to digest it all. That's why we are so fortunate that we work with a team of expert advisors to help us build a financial roadmap that's going to let our clients know when, where, and how they can reach their retirement goals.
For additional concepts on how to maximize your retirement, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos. Carson, you believe that misconceptions about money can lead to very bad outcomes for people. Why is that?
Well, anytime that you have any preconceived misconceptions or biases about anything, I think it can be bad. Whether it be money, people, food, you name it. Anytime that you have any biases about anything that you don't have the full facts on, it can lead to bad results and missed opportunities. And of course, that goes along with money. But today, what we're going to talk about are 4 dangerous misconceptions that I hear all the time that can give people a lot of anxiety where there should be none. But before we get into that, there are 2 rules to retirement income that we'd like to give you. And Andrew, what are those 2 rules?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money. And rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
So let's go ahead and talk about 4 money misconceptions that you want to make sure that you steer away from.
Now, Carson, the first misconception that people have is that they feel like Social Security won't be there for them.
Yeah, we hear this all the time, right?
Right.
As long as employees and employers are paying payroll taxes, Andrea, Social Security will be there for those who qualify for it. Now, we know that in the news, we've heard a lot of noise about 2033, maybe 2034 or 2035. Social Security benefits may not be able to pay their full benefits. But that's not zero. Now, if nothing changes, and that's what I repeat, if nothing changes, they will be only able to pay 80% of the benefits if they do nothing. But with that being said, the more likely outcome is that they're going to make some changes down the road to keep the Social Security system solvent and also to be able to maintain paying the benefits at 100%. But you cannot have the misconception that Social Security will not be there for you. Even if you are a pessimist, the worst case scenario, the more likely scenario that can happen if nothing is actually done, is that Social Security will be paying 80% of those benefits. Now, Andrea, the next money misconception that I hear, I really would like to pose it to you, and that's the fact that Medicare will actually cover long-term care expenses. What can you tell us about that misconception?
Now, there's a lot of confusion about what Medicare can and can't do. Now, Medicare can give you affordable healthcare insurance according to your doctors, the hospitalizations, your medications, once you turn 65. However, Medicare doesn't cover the cost of deductibles, co-pays, or any long-term care like nursing homes, assisted living facilities. Anything longer than 100 days, Medicare doesn't cover. The cost would be on you, and that's the bad news.
That's really important to understand, Andrea, because long-term care expense can be one of the biggest costs that I see that my clients face in retirement years. Just the annual cost of a regular room for long-term care can be over $54,000 a year. And if you're considering having a private room, that could be twice as much. So if you're someone and you're 65 years or older, you have a 70% chance of having some sort of long-term care expense during your retirement years. So this is definitely a money misconception that you have to understand and you have to learn how to mitigate.
Carson, another misconception that you hear a lot is that it's too late for me to save for retirement.
Absolutely. I know a lot of people are scared about their retirement future if they have not saved enough. But here's the truth about that. No matter how close you are to your retirement, there's always time to save money. I like to coin the phrase that it's never a bad time to make a good decision. So let's just say that you're 40 years old and you're thinking, you know what, I don't have but, maybe a couple of more decades to save money. Well, if you're making just $5,000 per month and you decide to save 15% of that salary, by the time you reach your retirement years, you can literally have over $600,000 saved up for your retirement nest egg. So you have to start somewhere. You cannot be intimidated by the time that you've missed. You have to start looking forward in order to make sure that you take control over your retirement future.
Well, Carson, that's great if you're 40, but what if you're 50 or older?
That's a good question, but it's just like I said before, Andrea. Yes, there is no free lunch. If you start 10 years later, then you're more than likely are going to have to save more. Instead of 15%, you may have to save perhaps 25% of that salary. But nevertheless, by the time you reach your full retirement age, maybe age 67, you can still have almost $400,000 or so saved up for your retirement. And I can tell you that may not be 600,000, but I can assure you it's definitely better than zero.
Carson, the last misconception that people get wrong is that annuities are bad. Why is this such a dangerous misconception?
Yeah, this one here is really a dangerous misconception. Now, I know there are a lot of pundits out there like, maybe the Ken Fishers of the world, Andrea, Susie Orman, Dave Ramsey, all well-respected individuals in their field. But I have to tell you that this blanket notion that annuities are bad is just a really, really awful misconception that I want to make sure that people understand. And the best way that I think I can make people understand this is by my own interaction with a client that came into my office. This is really unique because, we were talking about planning. And one of the things that the client said to me is that, you know what, I hate annuities, let's not even talk about it. And I'm like, okay, I hate annuities also. So I said, how about this? I like plans like this for my clients. It's a private pension. Just like if you had a pension from your company, this is a private pension that you can put X amount of your portfolio dollars into. And guess what? You can control it. So it's not like your company is control it. You can control it. So it will pay you an income for the rest of your life. And if you like, you can set it up as a joint pension. So it'll pay you. And if something happens to you, sir, it'll also pay your spouse. And the guy literally looks at me and say, what is that? Where can I sign up for it? I definitely like that better. So I looked him right in his eyes and I told him that's exactly what an annuity can do for you. It's exactly what an annuity is. It's like a private pension, but you actually can control it. You can put money in and it's mailbox money that comes to you continuously until the day that you die and or your spouse. So you can see how dangerous misconceptions can be and how biases can really get people into a zone where they actually do not have the facts and they can end up missing out on great opportunities for their retirement and their money.
Well, Carson, this information was extremely helpful, so thank you for your insight on this topic, and thank you for watching. And if you felt this information was beneficial, please like this video and share with others.
So I really do hope that the information that we shared with you today will help you remove your money biases and misconceptions. Please note that these videos are created for educational purposes only and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. And if you're looking for a fiduciary financial advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly recommend that you utilize the link in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today.
For more information about this topic or any of the other topics that we've shared in our other videos, please feel free to reach out to our office or leave any questions or comments in the section below. After this video, please check out our other videos that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.